Hey everybody, welcome back. So in the last couple of videos, I brought you a simple wood-burning stove that you could make out of a readily available metal paint can such as this one that I picked up at Home Depot for about $5. Now a lot of you seem to enjoy that video, but the comment was that the stove is so small you're not going to be able to get a lot of wood in there, so it's not going to burn for very long. So I came up with a little bit of a solution for you, and I brought you the 2 paint can stove. And this one worked a lot better. If you go back and look at those, they're on my channel. It gives you the details as to how I made them, and all of that information is there. There's a playlist for stoves. It's got these stoves and a whole bunch of others there as well. One of the drawbacks with this stove, though, is that it was twice as heavy as the 1 paint can stove. Go figure. And it was a lot bigger and bulkier. So a lot of what I do in my channel, I take these stoves way out into the mountains in a backpack on my back, and I go out for winter adventures, and some of those videos are on my channel as well. So I was looking to make a smaller version of this with the same capacity to get additional wood in over the little stove. So I kind of came up with something here, and I'll run it by you today. So basically what I did is I took the single paint can and I cut it in half. This has got the lid on one side, and we've got the hinged door. You can see that detail on the other videos, and the back half has the hole for the 3-inch pipe. So cut that in half, about an inch behind the handle attachment and about an inch ahead of the cutout for the 3-inch pipe. To extend this, I ordered a piece of titanium foil, and essentially bolted the front to the back with 12 inches of titanium in the middle. So I'm showing you this detail here because I already took this out into the mountains and I gave it a field test on a kind of a snowy night about a week ago. The video turned out well, the stove worked okay, but it was a little bit shy on detail as to how I made the stove. So I'm going to attach some of that footage at the end of this video, and then in a couple of days, as soon as I've got the edit done, I'm going to give you the full version of the lightweight mountain adventure. So thanks for watching. Hope you find this information useful and you enjoy the field test at the end. Until next time, take it easy. There's the stove. It's obviously at the open end. The titanium extension on the paint can seems to be working out quite well. It's a 12-inch by 24-inch piece of, I believe it's grade 2 titanium. Don't know much about titanium, but it's what's generally used for wood stoves. So one wrap around there gave me about 4 inches of overlap, and basically I've got it bolted down, 3 bolted onto the top and bottom. An extra bolt in the middle on the side just to kind of prevent it from bowing out. I made sure that that was a really tight fit, and it seems to be working. There's no smoke leaking. Just to show you a couple upgrades I made on the door from the last one. I've got 3 vent holes. Those are 1/2 inch. I'll just try and switch hands with the camera. I got a bit of a vent cover there, so that moves up and down, just a single bolt there. And for a door clasp, I've got a wing nut. So you got to be a little bit careful, use a twig with it, but it does work to hold the door closed. And of course the vents, as we all knew, we're going to provide a good oxygen airflow to the front. Normally what I have been doing is just leaving the door cracked open a little bit, provides lots of airflow, but this works as well, and hey, it's just a little bit more finished. The pipe in the back got my elbow there. This time I did put a damper in it. I don't know if you can see it there, trying to get the light, but put a damper in the bottom of the elbow. Someone suggested that I should put that in the top of the pipe, and I may yet do that, but for this purpose, real quick here, it's in the bottom of the elbow, and it seems to be working well also. I've only got about 12 inches of titanium on top of my elbow, but it's enough to direct the smoke out the top and through that open end of the tarp shelter. Haven't been getting any blowback of smoke yet, and I don't think it's going to be a problem. I've run this way quite a few times in the past. Just regular carriage bolts for feet on this thing, and so far so good. I've had it burning since I got it set up a couple of hours ago probably, Yeah, and that's the wood I'm putting in there. A little bit bigger than I had before, probably 2.5 inches, maybe could get a 3 in there. But the fact that the stove is basically 12 inches longer, I can get a nice long piece of wood in there, and it seems to be burning for a good period of time. I'll do a follow-up in the morning and see how it did overnight.